Hey there world, Justin Levine here with another video blog. I'm just going to keep them rolling as long as I have topics to talk about. If you ever have anything that you would like for me to answer or talk about in one of these video blogs, all you have to do is send me a private Facebook message and I'll get right on it. I actually got a great request yesterday from my good friend Lindsay, who just found out. Congratulations, Lindsay. She just found out that she's having her second child, and she just wanted some tips and strategies regarding working out and training while pregnant. And you know, Lindsay is a very high-level endurance athlete, so it's a very valid question. Once you find out that you're now having a baby, you know, in 9 months, how does your training change? And so we're going to go through some steps and some strategies that I recommend for women who are in those 9 months and even beyond, what you should be doing to stay healthy during the pregnancy and then, you know, gain that fitness back and, you know, get back to where you were physically, you know, post-pregnancy. So we're just going to get right with it. You know, it's such a traumatic thing that your body goes through during those 9 months, hormonally, physically. Many of your systems are being challenged and overworked, and so you just got to be aware and attentive to how your body is feeling. I think that's, you know, one of the biggest points is pay attention to your body and, you know, reach and see those physical signs that you know, you just need to rest and you need to take a break and get off your feet as much as possible. So we'll just get right in it. I have a couple bullet points I'd like to talk about. And the first one is you never want to just start an intense training program once you find out you're pregnant. You know, you get the news and you're thinking, oh man, I'm going to start gaining weight and I need to go on this diet and this high intensity workout program. And I just think that's not the right step for that person. Definitely beginning a lower intensity program with some great exercises. We'll get to that one here in a second, but with some great exercises that are going to really be specific to strengthening the core and those hips and, you know, keeping the blood flowing. I think that's important. Even if you're not currently exercising and you find out that you're pregnant, don't just all of a sudden do something that's high intensity, but you definitely want to move and be active each day. And so I always recommend that person to just do some light walking or swimming or cycling or elliptical, because aerobic work is going to create blood flow and it's going to be a great stress relief and also a good cardiovascular routine to, again, just really keep that blood flowing, because you're no longer just taking care of yourself now. You have a whole nother human being growing inside of you. So everything you do right to your body is going to positively affect that little one growing inside of you. So that's important. The key thing there is just don't overdo it. I think even if you are training and you've been at a very high level, do not overdo it. Your goals have changed now, so you're no longer about performance anymore. Once you know that you're pregnant, that performance-oriented goal should be postponed till post-pregnancy and when the time is right for you and your family. So don't overdo it. Just listen to your body. I would always say do, you know, 5 minutes less or 2 reps less than recommended, just so your body's feeling alive and energized after the workout, not beaten down. So that was point number one. Point number two is for the athlete or the weekend warrior, the consistent workout goer who's just been training. They've been going at it. They train 4, 5, 6 days a week. They're pretty high intense with their training. They're training specifically for an event. If you're that person, what I recommend is, again, just like I brought up before, is that performance goal should now be postponed. That doesn't mean you completely lose fitness. That just means that you're not really trying to push the threshold anymore to gain a performance-oriented goal. The whole object now, the whole goal is for you to have a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby when it's delivery time. So if you're that athlete, you just gotta, you know, kind of wind down that A-type individual mindset that we have, and, you know, in order to push and reach our goals, postpone that mindset until the time is right and you get back onto that training regimen. So just be aware of that. I really feel that you can still train though. You can still do some intervals. You can still do some higher intensity activity for sure in the first and second trimester. But once you hit that third trimester, I recommend that you start being very careful, and I would rather you lie on the conservative side of things. So if an exercise seems to be higher intensity, just kind of ask yourself, what's the goal? What am I trying to produce here? Can I add an exercise or replace with a lower intensity drill that may not hammer my body like this higher intensity activity? Just lie on the conservative side once you hit that trimester. From my experience and with talking with many OB/GYN doctors, you can continue training at a pretty good level though those first and second trimesters if you're coming into the pregnancy already fit. So, that's a good one. If you're an athlete, those athletes out there, keep training. Just I would say decrease that intensity and volume anywhere from 15 to 25% the first and second trimester, and then always listen to your body and take a break when it's needed. Next thing is, what exercises should you do? Now, there's a whole a list of exercises that are very feasible and healthy to do for the pregnancy, but I recommend really good core stability work, and then also getting that pelvic floor and glute activated, and making sure that whole system is very strong, especially that posterior chain and that pelvic floor, because you're going to be going through pregnancy, and having strong core stabilizers, deep core stabilizers are going to be very important. So mini band walks, a lot of planks, side planks, bird dog type activity for that stability work, and you can do hip lift variations. I even recommend farmer walks or different variations regarding that, because that's just going to teach the system and the body to be strong and stable and durable throughout your pregnancy, especially as the baby grows. As the baby grows, you put a lot of trauma on your lower spine and your low back, and so having a strong anterior chain core, so that's front side, and also that posterior hip region where your glutes there that's important to just have, to be really strong there and stable. So make sure that you're doing those specific exercises to create that stability that you're looking for. Next point, I'm not going to get too much into it, but nutrition. I just think it's important to just think that you're not on a diet anymore, and you shouldn't be. You should be thinking healthy lifestyle. What can I do to keep myself healthy and also supply my baby the nutrients and vitamins needed for a healthy pregnancy? So that's your main goal. Be careful what you're putting into your body. If it's something that you don't want in your body, then you definitely don't want it inside your baby's body. And so I would stick to, for the most part, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats like nuts and almond butters and natural peanut butters and olive oils and seeds. Healthy lean dairy choices. You need that calcium, you need that vitamin D to keep your muscles strong, and so it's just important to make sure you have a well-balanced diet, and also utilize carbohydrates accordingly. You're going to be expending more calories throughout the day, and you need those calories to assist in your daily energy as well. So if you're just on a low carb diet, you're not going to have any energy to go about your normal day. And so making sure that your diet is just full of nutrients and vitamins and lean proteins that are going to help your body perform at a very high level. And that's a big one. And then last thing, this is just an important topic regarding most females out there. But during pregnancy especially, your body is destined to change. And I think there's a change of thought here though. What I want you to do is respect that change. And instead of even just the word accept, respect the change, because it's a beautiful thing what a woman goes through regarding pregnancy. And you're going to gain weight, and your baby bump is going to grow, and so you're going to be wearing different jeans than you used to, and so your body is going to through a change, and that's a positive change because you're about to give birth. But just accept that and respect that change, and just know that it's going to happen. Don't try to do any extreme dieting to try to lose weight or anything like that, because that's just going to do harm and trauma to your body and your baby's body. So just some bullet points there that I wanted to come across. I think it's a great question from Lindsay, and good luck, Lindsay, with that. And if you ever have any more questions, Lindsay or anybody else out there, all you have to do again is go to my Facebook page and let me know, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Let's make it a great day, and remember, see that word right here? Stay disciplined, you guys. See you later.